the mic, now let's spill the tea. Talking courtside dreams from history. Legends on the blacktop now and then. From Wilt to Steph, we hit it again. Better chimes in, let's go deep. Young blood's rising, can't skip a beat. Puppy prospects with fire in their eyes. Draft night suckers and hoop dream highs. Wire to wire, bring the heat. Podcast magic can't be beat. Do better, we're roll better. We're hoop heads, trendsetters.
What's poppin', y'all? It is your boy, it is Guardy3, and welcome to this episode of the And One podcast. Normally, this is the part where I would introduce to you who I consider the greatest co-host of all time, close friend of mine. His name is Mo Betta, but Mo Betta is currently enjoying a vacation, so I can't wait to hear all about it when he comes back next week. So this week, it's just going to be me and Peanut. You'll hear some of him. And my older lad, Brody. And we're going to do a watch-along of Miami, Milwaukee. So currently, I just hopped in, just got off another show, which you should check out, Sideline to Sideline, Thursday, 6 Central. The Bucks currently look very lethargic. I was kind of keeping tabs on it. They look very lethargic. Obviously, we had the whole incident this week with the plane, where the Bucks got in late. This is a team that they had to push the game back because, hey, what's poppin', Gene? So I'm glad you like the theme song. Say this is a game that actually had to be pushed back. Originally it was supposed to be 6:30, but bad weather in New Orleans, which postponed yesterday's game, didn't allow the Bucks to get back to the airport until we didn't come in until 5 o'clock. So supposed to start at 6:30, but here we are, halfway through the first quarter. So, hoping we see a little more energy, but Andre Jackson just cashed a 3, so really great start. You know, this is a Milwaukee team that it's been in the news recently, and I promise you, we are not trading for Bradley Beal. That's been the latest rumor about us. I do think we're trying to get in on that trade, but I think we're going to try to do something like drop Pat Connaughton and see if we can move off some of our more undesirable contracts. If we get Bradley Beal, next week's And One will just be me screaming and yelling about John Horst for an hour straight without stopping. Bradley Beal is, at this point, he doesn't provide any significant upgrade that we need. I would rather keep Chris Middleton than Bradley Beal by far, not even close. Bradley Beal makes, what is that, like 53 mil. Chris Middleton, he's at 34. So I will take paying somebody 20 million less. That's going to provide you efficient scoring, somebody who can get going in limited touches, and he's a better playmaker than Bradley Beal. I've seen this idea where we can run Bradley Beal at the point. Bradley Beal didn't even get trusted to run point on a tanking Wizards team, and now I'm supposed to be like, yeah, well, he's going to turn into a playmaker. He's never been all his career. If we take him to Milwaukee, no. It would just be a bootleg version of a CJ Dame backcourt, and look how that turned out. As Bam Adebayo shoots it short, offensive board. Oh, Duncan, a little pick and roll action. He launches a 3 short. Here comes Giannis. He clears the board. Here you go. Giannis. Oh, little handoff with Dame, little pick and roll action, little lob up. Great finish by Giannis. And obviously, while I'm talking about this game, feel free to ask anything basketball related. I love talking current and historical hoops. Bam Adebayo posting up, tries a post fade over Giannis. He gets fouled. That makes sense. I was going to say way off. Ooh. I'll say this Jimmy Butler trade saga has been absolutely interesting to keep an eye on. But when we're talking about the Miami Heat, I think the bigger question for them going forward, I love what some of their pieces are doing. I love what Tyler Hero's done. He's taken a really big leap this year so far. Somebody that I said before the season even started that could be a dark horse rookie of the year candidate was Khalil Ware. And he's not disappointed in the minutes that he's played. I'll say, when we are talking about Miami, we know that Jimmy Butler's out the door at this point. I will say, but they're going to need a lot more that they've gotten on the offensive end from Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo has just struggled offensively from pretty much everywhere. He's been almost just a complete liability on that end. He's a fine playmaker, but when you ask him to score the ball, it just hasn't been coming. So I think something that the Miami Heat really need to focus on. They got to find a way to get Bam going offensively, during the second half of the season. Not even necessarily to make a playoff push, but going forward in the future, this is a guy that, they paid big money to. This is a guy they're gonna need on offense. And so far on that end, he's been very disappointing. Oh, he got ball. He got ball. He post fade over Giannis, not great. So I'll say, like I said, I'm loving though. I think Bam it'll help him a ton with the emergence of Khalil Ware. This is a guy that I said it before in the draft when it happened that the Miami Heat may have just gotten the steal of the draft. That's how high I was on Khalil Ware. This is a 7-footer that he can shoot from deep in limited sample size in college. His shots look good into the NBA level too. And I think the thing that people overlook with Bam defensively sometimes is he's undersized. And that can be kind of an issue when it comes to protecting the rim. I think you get somebody like Ware playing consistent minutes next to Bam. I think that'll help out Bam a ton. It'll stress him out less on defense. And maybe that's how you get him more going on offense, by reducing some of this defensive load that he has. So I am very interested to see what they do to try to get Bam going, going forward. They're still reviewing this fadeaway. Personally, I think it was clean, but no, unsuccessful. Okay. Yeah, okay. You know what? I thought that looked pretty clean. I'm not even trying to be biased. If anybody doesn't know, I am a Milwaukee Bucks fan, but you know what? That's all right. Bam to the line for 2, so he's going to line up the first one off. Boy, he hit the back of the rim on that one. Oh, there's our fearless leader, Doc Rivers. Also, there's a certain level of delusion right now in being a Bucks fan where I have to convince myself that, Doc Rivers can lead me to a championship. If you add Bradley Beal to the equation, I don't know if I can go be delusional enough to be like, yeah, Beal and Doc, yeah, we still got this. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Giannis facing up. Bam. Gives it to Bobby Portis. Little hook. That's good. Here we go. 7-point game. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Bam swings it over to Terry Rozier. There we go. Good finish. There we go. Way to be aggressive. Bam gets to the rim. Nice little hook shot. Little Dame Giannis pick and roll action. Oh, the problem right there. So you tried fronting Giannis, but Dame throws a perfect pass right over the top and gets him the easiest look he's going to get all game. Ooh. Here we go. Jovic swings it back to Rozier. The little pick and roll. Oh, and this gets thrown away. Taurean Prince, what are you doing? But you were right. Gary Trent, 3. Good. Bada boom. Down the hatch. Oh, but they don't get back on defense. But Jovic can't finish, but he's fouled by Taurean Prince. That was just bad on Milwaukee. Milwaukee's got to get back. I get it. You're an older, unathletic team, but you have to get back. And it's weird. It's weird to say a team with Giannis is unathletic, but just the rest of the team not named Giannis is very much so that. Ooh, Jovic knocks down the first one. The Bucks have cut into this lead, but the second free throw has a chance to put the Heat back up 6. Here comes Ryan Rollins and Pat Connington. Okay. Here we go. Jovic about to square up and shoot the second one. It makes sense that Pat has to play this game. AJ Green's out. Here comes Ryan Rollins. All right, give it to Bobby. Swing it to Pat. Over to Gary Trent. And here comes a Bobby Portis post up. Fade away. It's good. Good hit by Bobby. Here we go. Swinging it over to Terry Rozier. That's somebody else who's been awful for Miami. I've been a big Terry Rozier fan. I think he's been a detriment to that team. And that's 3 for Duncan Robinson. Down the hatch. It's good. Miami back up 7. Here we go. Looks like Giannis is gonna. Oh, we're gonna set a screen. Try to get Duncan on Giannis, who's gonna take it right down the middle and the flush. It's a 5-point game now. Here we go. Terry Rozier wants to go at Rollins. Here's Bam. Swings it back to Rozier. Pump fake. Step back. It's short. Bobby clears. Here comes playoff P. Pat Connaughton. A little pick and roll, and he turns it over. Okay. People tried telling me the Celtics were going to miss Terry Rozier. Listen, yeah, if those Celtics fans still think that, I'm sure Miami will give him back to you because he's just been awful for them. He's just been awful in general. Like, if his shot isn't falling, he just provides absolutely nothing. And Rozier, right on cue, takes a wild shot. It's off, and here comes Giannis. Ooh, thought about shooting that. Swings it out to Portis, who's getting downhill on Jaquez. Little floater. Missed, but he tips his own miss back up and in. 1 minute to go. 30-25. Miami's up on top. Here comes a screen set. Oh, we got Duncan Robinson going downhill. Bam's going to shoot, and it's hard. Here comes Giannis. He's coming right back down the court with this one. Oh my! Okay, all right. The Bucks are going to get away with one. I think that gets challenged. So Pat tried to set a screen on Bam Adebayo, and Giannis just straight up runs into Pat, but Miami just got called for the foul. Yeah, if I'm Miami, I'm challenging this. Oh my goodness. You know what? It might not be at this point though in the game. Save your challenge. Let Giannis shoot 2. He's at a career low in free throw percentage this year. Hasn't been pretty for him, so I get not challenging, but really that was a terrible call. The Bucks got away with one. And yep, there it is. Giannis rims out the first one. It's weird with Giannis. Like, this guy is averaging like a career high. He's at 45% from the mid range, but he still just doesn't have that touch at the free throw line. Here we go. And second shot is up, and it's off. That looked like an air ball, but he must have just nicked the bottom of the rim. Okay. Well, Giannis goes 0 for 2 of the line. Good non-challenge there from Spo. Here comes Terry Rozier. He's looking for somebody to pass it to. Gives it to Jaime Jaquez, who's going to try to take Pat off the dribble. Nope. Swings it over to Tyler Hero, who's got to go to work. Shooting over Rollins. Good block by Giannis. Here comes Giannis, just freight training down in transition. And they call the foul on Terry Rozier. I don't even blame Tyler Hero for that one. They say, Van Gundy just said that he didn't have any awareness of Giannis, but he just kind of got handed a grenade right there. There really wasn't much that he could do. So he tried to make something happen, and Giannis just made an excellent read. As Giannis, who's 0 for 4 from the line to start this game. There it is. Okay. 1 of 5. Finally hit one. He said Giannis, absolutely terrific year, but for some reason, it's just not clicking for him at the free throw line. Go. He's sizing up another one. All right. Giannis goes 2 for 2. Here we go. Good job. And here comes Bam. He's going to go work on Portis. Nope. They're going to try to get Hero on a back cut. Nope. Here we go. They set the screen for Hero, but Bam's going to go to work on Trent Jr., and that's going to... Oh, that's second late, so it's going to be no good. But good touch on that one by Bam, but it's not going to count. So after the first quarter, it will be Miami Heat 30, Milwaukee Bucks 27. Really slow start for Milwaukee, but they got it going shortly after the break there. We kind of figured it might take them a minute once again with their plane getting in late. They didn't really have time to get situated. They kind of just had to get off the plane and only had like 2 hours to, kind of relax and prepare for game time. So thank you guys for tuning in so far. Once again, my name is Gardy3. Normally I have a co-host named Mo Betta, but he's currently on vacation, so we're just doing a watch along for Bucks Heat. Said I'm a Milwaukee Bucks fan, but I do everything in my power to be unbiased as possible and try to call these things down the middle. So overall, Bucks got off to a slow start. Miami really jumped on them in the beginning, but Milwaukee's been slowly working their way back. And obviously, Miami and Milwaukee have been in the news. Milwaukee seemingly might want to get in on this Jimmy Butler trade, but like I said, I think it's going to be the smaller side of it. I think they just might want to see if they can find a way to dump someone like Pat Connaughton to get under the second apron in this trade. I don't think the Beal rumors are true. I'm praying that they aren't. So in Miami, the obviously $1 million question is, where are you sending Jimmy? Obviously, we've heard multiple times, it's Phoenix Suns or bust. But we know Pat Riley doesn't really operate that way, so the Suns did make a smart move in order to attempt to acquire Jimmy Butler. They traded their 2030 first-round pick for 3 firsts. Now, if in an effort to acquire Jimmy Butler, that was a smart move. But let's be real, that 2031 first is probably going to be the most valuable of every single pick they traded for. And that has a real chance to be a lottery pick. We're talking about a team that's built around Kevin Durant, who's already 36. We're talking about if they keep Beal, he's in his 30s. Devin Booker's not getting any younger. And if they trade Beal for, Butler, then having a 2031 first from them on a team built around like 2 35-year-olds and, an almost 30-year-old Devin Booker, that's huge. That's going to be clutch for them. So that's good by Utah to swing in there and, help out by just getting the most valuable asset in that trade. Hero, yeah, I got to give all the credit in the world to Tyler Hero. He's made quite the jump this year. He's been absolutely fantastic. Say it. So here we go. Looks like we're getting back to the game. Tyler interviewing Tyler Hero right now. Yeah, overall, it just feels like Tyler Hero's been just more aggressive than in years past, and he's just taking smarter shots. Here we go. Here comes Jovic. Oh, no, sorry. Hawkins Jr. going at Pat Connaughton, but now he's kind of trapped under the basket where it gives... 3 is up. It's off. Pat Connaughton clears. Here comes Gary Trent. This is our Giannis on the bench unit. Oh, Jovic knocks that one out of bounds. Looks like we're running a Jovic, Ware, Hero, Rozier, Hosquez lineup. Jaquez. For Milwaukee, we got Rollins, Trent, Pat Connaughton, Bobby Portis, and Brook Lopez. Bobby almost throws that one away, but Pat saves it. Here comes Rollins. We're going to get a little Rollins-Portis pick and roll. Ryans gets downhill, and a good finish by Rollins. Lays it in. 30-29 Miami, still up by 1. But here comes Jaquez. A little pick and roll action with Ware. Swings it out to Jovic. Shoots a 3. It's short. Pat clears. So here we get Gary Trent. One dribble pull up. It's good. Milwaukee goes up 32-30 off of Gary Trent. A little one dribble pull up. Here comes Jaquez. It looks like they're going to try to set up a Ware and him pick and roll. Oh, he denies the screen. He gets going downhill. Good dump off to Ware. Good finish over the contestant of Brook Lopez. 32-32. See how Milwaukee tries to respond. Here comes a little Rollins. Oh, Portis pick and roll. Portis fakes the screen, but now he sets one for Pat. Dumps it down. We got Portis and Jovic. Portis is going to dribble. A little hook. Short, but a foul is called on Nikola Jovic. Part of me wanted to think that Bobby Portis was any threat to pass the ball there, but that just doesn't happen once that ball hits Bobby in the post. You know how that possession's going to end, but good on Bobby right there to just be physical, draw the foul, get yourself to the line for 2. So let's see. The first one is up, and it's good. Here we go. Say Spurs. Yeah, the Spurs and Pacers are playing in France. That's really cool. Second free throw is up, and it's in. Here we go. Oh, Rozier, open corner 3, and it's off. Pat Connaughton clears. Here comes Pat, swings it to Bobby. Little handoff action with Trent. Trent's going to launch up a 3, and it's good. 5-point lead. Miami's going to have to call a timeout. Milwaukee's 3-ball is absolutely starting to fall. Say, Gary Trent, what a signing he's been. Now, obviously, Gary Trent had a horrid start to the year. This is a guy that started like 1 for 20. He was just genuinely bad in the beginning, but over time, this is a guy that's gotten more comfortable, and now he looks like the guy that initially got me so excited when he signed. Say to you, it's over 40% from 3. He's just absolutely cooking. So, like I said, if anybody wants to talk anything hoops, I'm down. Doesn't have to be just about this game. Let's see. Yep, so now Gary Trent is shooting 43% on wide open threes and 42% on open threes so far this year, which has been huge for Milwaukee and their spacing. So the signing, like I said, he started out slow, but he's been absolutely terrific in that stretch since the rough start. Of course, by the way, too, also, the All-Star starters did get announced. So here we go. Oh, I thought they got announced. There we go. So your East All-Star starters, we have Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum, Karl Anthony Towns. Over in the West, we got Steph Curry, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Nikola Jokic. So congratulations to our all-star starters. Absolutely, absolutely well deserved. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if the new format works. Right. Um, Unfortunately, the All-Star game just hasn't been watchable these past couple of years. But they're trying this new format. East, West, Rising Stars. The winner of the Rising Stars game will get an invite to the table, and I think that's absolutely terrific for the game. They might as well try something. Honestly, I would rather see try to throw some youth and infusion into this game, and if it doesn't work, and say, listen, if it doesn't work with this new setup and the All Stars just don't want to really participate in the All Star game, we can give them the accolade, sure. But I'd almost rather even find like 10, 15 guys who just want to hoop and give us a fun competitive game who aren't necessarily star players. Oh, we got to relive these playoff series. Yeah. 2023 first round. Yuck. I have a friend. His name is shout out Gabe the Brain on Twitter, who likes to torture me about that freaking series. I hate it. Oh, Tyler Hero with the bomb, and he's off, but it gets tipped back out. Tyler Hero is going to clear. 14 seconds back on the clock. Bucks looks like they went to a 2-3 zone. Here comes Trent, funneling him into Lopez. Jovic's going to miss. Jaquez had the rebound, but lost it out of bounds. 37-32. So here we go. Damian Lillard is taking it up. Terry Rozier trying to apply some full court pressure. Say not Brooke. Bobby's going to fake the screen, give it to Pat. Pat's going to swing it. Bobby, posting up Tyler Hero. One-legged floater off. What? Why are we tossing up a one-legged floater right there? What are we doing? Okay, here comes Hero. Jovic's going to be wide open, but he's off. But Terry Rozier being aggressive, trying to get that rebound, draws the foul. Looks like a little push in the back from Damian Lillard. So once again, right there, that's just poor energy on the Milwaukee Bucks. They have to be better. You have 4 Bucks standing around the basket, and Terry Rozier's out rebounding you. That's just unacceptable right there. Jaquez getting downhill. Here comes Rozier. Swings it out to Jovic. Swings it out to Hero. He's going to try to take Trent off the dribble. Pulls up. Draws the foul. But the shot missed. But Tyler Hero will go to the line. 4-2. Yeah, same. Bucks. Talking about right now, the Bucks, they started out 2 of 8. Absolutely have been cooking, though, the rest of the way. Been turned it around, went 12 the next 15. Right now, we're 4th in the East. Here comes Tyler Hero going to the line for 2. First one is good. So, third best record since November 12th, only behind the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Teams right underneath them, the Knicks and the Rockets. Okay. Oh, Hero gets the shooter's touch, makes us a 37-34 game. Let's see how Milwaukee answers. We swing it to Brooke Lopez, who hands it back off to Dame Lillard. Gary Trent's elevating, and he hits again. Gary Trent starts out 4 for 4. He's just on an absolute heater right now. Let's see. Here we go. Here comes Jaquez. Swings it out to Jovic. Swings it out to Hero, and that's hard. Here comes Pat recovers, who swings it up to Trent. Passes it back to Dame. That's a bomb. Oh, that's off, though. But Portis runs it down. Here comes Pat. Takes it strong. Finishes 42-34. Bucks right now over Miami on a 15-4 run. Kel'el Ware's going to size up a 3. That's short, but Jaquez wins the hustle game. And then Ware with a nice finish on the lob. Good lob by Rozier. I'll give him credit. Dame passes into Bobby Portis, who's going to draw the foul on Kel'el Ware. Yeah, so that last play was great hustle by Bobby Portis. It's not hurting them yet because they are in the lead right now, but it's still a close game, and Milwaukee's got to do better hustling, right? Miami keeps getting these little second chance points that are going to keep them in this game. We got to get those under control. Say Kalel Ware, yep, 43% 3-point shooting in January. That's absolutely huge for this Miami offense. Brook, that's in 44-36. Here comes Miami. Here comes Jaquez. Hands it over to Hero. Oh, here we go. I thought he lost it, but he got fouled. They're going to call a foul here on Pat Connaughton. Now, Pat doesn't agree with it, but what NBA player ever agrees with a foul call? Are they saying, he's going to the line? Okay. They're just going to say he was in the act of shooting. Okay. So I thought that was going to be a side out of bounds, but here we go. Hero up and in. Yeah, I did not think that was a shot. I don't think there's any chance that was a shot, but he'd take advantage. Hero goes 2 of 2 from the line. Here comes Dame bringing the ball back up. Rozier once again applying that full court press. He gets a screen from Brook, dumps it down to Brook, and Brook's going to shoot it, and that's off. Ware clears, and here comes Jaquez. Here comes Hero. He's going to attack Pat Connaughton, sprays it out to the open shooter. Here's Hayward Highsmith. That's good. Here we go. Gives it to Pat. And Pat just throws it out of bounds. Oh, Pat. Are they saying it's deflected? Nobody has an idea what happened, it seems. Now it looks like they're saying it got. Nope, they're just saying it's Miami ball. Love to see a replay on that one. I don't think it was deflected. I think Pat just straight up made a bad pass. Let's see. Yeah, Pat just sent that out of bounds. Bucks ball? Oh my gosh. Okay. I actually don't even agree with that. And then the Heat lose track of Gary Trent, who laces another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not even 4. Give me 5. Gary Trent, 5 of 5 from 3. He is on an absolute heater right now. Tough break for Miami. Nice floater from Hero. That's good. 47-43. We're going back and forth here. Here comes Dame time. Gives it to Brook, who's going to take it to the basket. And good finish by Brook. 49-43. Brook with a little tough finish. Here comes Hero. Little screen and roll action with him and Ware. Gives it to the corner to Haskins. Good finish. With the little reverse action. So 49-45. Little two-man game. There's Prince. Gives it to Bobby. Oh my gosh. That was almost a really terrible pass, but Bobby corralled it, but then proceeded to miss. So here we go. We're going to kick it to Rozier. Dame almost pokes that free. Rozier, little floater. Thinks he got fouled, but he puts it in. Timeout, Milwaukee. We have ourselves a 49-47 ball game. So we're 5.5 minutes to go in the second quarter, and it's a 2-point game. It's been a fun one so far. Say for Miami, I think they just got to be more attentive to detail. There's just leaving Gary Trent Jr. open a couple possessions ago when he's the hottest guy in the gym. And just in general, they're just leaving some really good shooters open. I think they just got to pay attention to who's being left open and who's not. Milwaukee, I think it's just an effort thing that's keeping them from running away with this game. This is a team that, like I said, they keep getting beat to the glass by guards, even though we have all of our, centers and forwards right there. I'm watching Rozier out hustle guys like Portis and Brook and get, corral these boards. So if I'm Milwaukee, I I just gotta hustle. I gotta play with a sense of urgency. Say, looking forward to say tonight. There's also Celtics Lakers. That'll be a fun one to watch. As we just have a CarMax commercial. Say I am curious how this whole Jimmy Butler trade is going to end up turning out. If it turns out, maybe Miami, and I could see Pat Riley doing something where he just has Jimmy Butler sit at home. I don't think there's any benefit in bringing him around the team. We were talking about a guy who they suspended Jimmy Butler again. He apparently told them that he was going to take a different plane and meet him in Milwaukee, and Miami just told him, nope, stay home. And they suspended him. I think Miami's got to be careful with that, though, because at some point, and if it hasn't already, it's going to look like they're retaliating and just kind of trying to get back at Jimmy for, those comments he made about going full Shawn Michaels and losing his smile. So I think that this will turn into a situation almost like what we saw with Ben Simmons and the Sixers, where we're going to see him try to go back at the Heat for this lost money. So I'm looking forward to that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. And if we remember, Ben Simmons did get his money back from Philly. Just like I think that if it came down to it, I do think Jimmy Butler would have a strong case and would probably get paid all this suspension money back because it really does look retaliatory. Say Giannis leading vote getter in for the All-Star game. Like I said, I'd love to see it. So he's putting together another MVP caliber season. Now, he's not number one, obviously. I think right now, your number one MVP vote getter is, it's going to have to be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and rightfully so. Here we go. There we go. A little buffering, but we're back. Oh, there's John Horst. You're going to be my worst enemy if we trade Chris for nothing, but here we go. Gives it to Dame, who's going to throw up a little floater, and it's good. So we're going to push this back to a 51-47 game. Whew. Here we go. Giannis is back in the game. Bam's back in the game. We got Hawkins is about to try to take Rollins. Nope, he gives it to Bam, who's looking for an outlet. Nope, now he's facing up Giannis. Backing him down. It looks like he's going to throw up another fade. Giannis blocks it. But nope, it's still loose, Bam. And that's just going to be a 24-second violation on Miami. Bam tried to go at Giannis. Giannis knocked the ball loose. It just rolled around, and by the time nobody could corral it, so 24 seconds on Miami, a little under 5 to go. The score is 51-47. Here we go. Giannis is facing up Khalil Ware. Ball fake. Gives it to Taurean Prince, who lobs up a three way off. He rushed that. So here we go. Highsmith to Jovic. Sorry, that was with Duncan Robinson. And Bam, we lose the handle. Bam gets the steal. So here comes Hawkins. He's probably going to try to take Brook to the basket here. Good. Oh, no, he's going to throw it up to Khalil Ware, who gets stripped by Rollins. And we're going to have a jump ball. Good job by Rollins. Just way to fight. Ware brings the ball down too low. Has very quick hands, and he's just able to rip Ware. Knocks that thing loose. And it was Hayward Highsmith who thinks it's going to jump and not Ware. Let's see. Yep. So here we go. Here comes Rollins and Highsmith. Little jump ball action. Oh, and Miami wins. Jaquez clears it. Jaquez is. Wow! What a rejection by Brooke. He tried to climb that mountain, and that didn't work. Rollins 3 is off, but Giannis knocks it back out. Dame 3, that's off, but a long rebound. Dame's going to have a second chance. That's good. Damian Lillard with the 3. What a sequence. Jaquez tried to test Brooke, and all that did was spark a transition where the Bucks got 3 chances at a 3, got the third one to go. Here comes Jaquez trying to answer with the corner 3, but that doesn't go. Here comes Dame. Looks like there's some confusion. Dame, that's a bomb! That's off. I'm sorry, I went back to that's a bomb. Well, twice now. Here comes Jaquez. He's going to attack Rollins. Oh, Tarian Prince is hurt. They got to call a timeout, get him out of this game. Duncan Robinson just got a clean 3. I think Prince and him bang knees. Here we go. Whoa. Oh, Ryan Rollins getting a little shifty with it on the step back. Okay. Yeah, I personally. Here we go. This is actually very smart. Go after. Oh, they call the defensive 3 seconds. Oh, it was the shoulder that he reached for. Okay. So Taurean Prince will check out of this game, and I think that's the right call. Might as well get him out of there. Let him rest. 1 shot technical off the defensive 3 seconds is good. So here we go. Side out of bounds. Bam Adebayo. 5-point game. 56-51. A little over 2.5 minutes to go. Inbounds it to Khalil Ware. Oh, yep, they're going to call that. Got a little too physical, trying to prevent Tyler Hero from coming around the screen, so that's going to be a foul on Ryan Rollins. So here we go. Now we're going to have Khalil Ware on the inbounds. Ware, Highsmith, Bam, Robinson, Hero for Miami. Oh, Khalil Ware with a nice ball fake. He's going to dish it out, though. Here comes Hero getting downhill. Throws up the lob to Ware. Great read by Hero. Perfectly timed cut by Ware. All coming together in perfect unison. Let's see how the Bucks try to answer. It looks like we're going to give it to Giannis. Run Gary Trent off a little dribble handoff. Gives it back to Giannis, who's going to go to his post fade. That's good. 58-53. We're going to reach the 2-minute mark here. Here comes Bam, little between the legs of work. Little handoff to Duncan Robinson. He's going to get a clean look at a 3, which is too hard, but Bam clears the offensive board. And the hook shot by Bam is no good. And Hayward Highsmith fouls Dame Lillard, trying to corral that rebound. Yep, that was a great drive by Hero. Giannis just kind of got caught ball watching, allowed Ware to sneak back door on that cut. Here comes Giannis against Khalil Ware. And good. Say he gets physical with Ware, creates some space, hits the tough little fade. So 7-point game, 1.5 minutes. So here comes Bam Adebayo, gives it to Tyler Hero. Who fakes the lob? Nice layup. And Hayward Highsmith is trying to full court press Dame. And count it! So, what I don't like what just happened, Hayward Highsmith just fouled Dame, and Dame finished for the and one. Hey, I think the problem is Hayward Highsmith went for the steal in the backcourt and threw himself out of position, which I wasn't a fan of. And so when he got in front of Dame, Dame was easily able to cross him up, get him off balance, and then created the contact. So Dame knocks down the free throw, 63-55. A minute 9 left. Here's a screen from Ware. Hero thought about the three, decided against it, swings it to Robinson. Here comes Hero against Dame. Hero's getting it downhill. Hero swings it to Duncan, and that's short. But another second chance point, maybe? Nope, Bucks ball. Okay. Tyler Hero almost corralled that and got another second chance opportunity for the Miami Heat. So here we go. Here comes Dame time. It's going up against Terry Rozier. We're going to see a guard-to-guard screen. Say Dame thought about the logo three. Gary Trent lost it, but he shoots it anyway. That's off. That's his first miss of the night. But Giannis clears and call the foul. Giannis draws the foul underneath. So he's going to go to the line, shoot two, chance to make this a 10-point game. So here we go. Giannis currently, he has 14 points, 6 of 9 shooting, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Here we go. And the first shot is up and good. He's really picked it up from the line this game ever since he started out 0 of 4, but he saw that first one go down, and I think that's given him some confidence. So here we go. Giannis is about to size up a second free throw. And like I said, take this time to say everybody who's watching, I appreciate you. Thank you. And if you want to ask any questions about the Bucks, Heat, or just anything NBA in general, I am all ears. Love just talking hoops. Here we go. Here comes Tyler Hero. He's going to take Rollins. Looks like they're going to try to run an ISO. Nope. Here comes Ware back up to set the screen. And Hero launches a deep three. That's short. Giannis cleared. They have 5-4, 3. Dame with the deep three. Oh, Duncan Robinson fouls Dame Lillard on the desperation heave. And he's going to go to the line for 3. Oh, bad decision on offense by Hero to shoot that early. But Duncan Robinson, what are you doing? That was just a bad sequence by Miami. If we're going to look at this game tomorrow and wonder when it really got away from Miami, this sequence right here is what we're going to point back to. Tyler Hero just forces a 3 with 10 seconds left on the game clock, way too early. And now Duncan Robinson just with a stupid foul on Dame Lillard. Oh my goodness. Dame hadn't been hitting out there consistently this game, really all game. So I know you can't give him a clean look, but you got to know better. You can't just body check him. That was just bad. I'm sure Duncan Robinson doesn't agree, but yep. They're going to get 3 free throws with 1.1 seconds left on the game clock. So here comes Dame Lillard to the line for 3. So, good hit by Dame. Just an unreal sequence there at the end of the quarter for Miami. Dame's going to shoot his 2. That's good. So here we go. Oh, there's Taurean Prince. He's back in for Milwaukee. Taking Giannis out of the game. And here comes Dame. Can he go 3 for 3? Yes, it's a 13-point game. Dame just went 3 for 3 from the line. Khalil Ware throws the ball away. And now Milwaukee's going to get the final shot of the quarter with 1.1 to go. And they're inbounding underneath their own basket. What a disaster class here for Miami. You know, Ware can't turn that ball over, but Miami's guards just continued to walk away from him. I don't understand here. Yeah, that's good. Dame time makes this a 16-point game at 71 to 55. What a disaster class. Let's say 10 seconds to go. Just an absolute, maybe the worst 10-second stretch that we've seen in a minute. I was going to say the worst, but that would probably belong to, the Knicks and letting Reggie Miller go for, 9 and 8 seconds on him. But what a 6-point swing. Wow. Just completely unreal. Just terrible basketball by Miami at the end of the half. Difference between a 10-point game and a 6-point game, all in the matter of 10 seconds. Or 16-point game. So, for anybody just joining in, it's halftime, 71 to 55. Milwaukee's up top. Miami just put together an absolute disaster class of a way to end the half. Your leading scorer for Milwaukee is Giannis Antetokounmpo with 16 points. The second leading scorer on Milwaukee, Gary Trent Jr., 15 points, 5 for 6 from 3. Miami's leading scorer, Tyler Hero, their second leading scorer, Khalil Ware. So I'm loving Khalil Ware's game. I'm here for it. I use this time to tell you some other scores around the league. There's 2 games that happened. Where one, we're talking the Spurs beat the Pacers 140 to 110. Victor Wembanyama went for 30 and 11. Absolutely great game from him again. This is a guy that, before the season started, I predicted would be the 7th best player in the league at the end of this year, and I may have undersold him. He's just been that terrific this year. And when we talk about the Orlando Magic, they actually lost 101 to 79 to the Trailblazers, spoiling the return of Franz Wagner. Now, Franz has actually he had 20 points on 9 of 19 shooting. Banchero is the one that struggled, 8 points, 1 of 14 shooting. He did pitch in 9 rebounds and 6 assists. The leading scorer for the Portland Trailblazers was Anthony Simons. He had 21. So, great win for the Trailblazers, even though at this point, I'm sure half the fan base probably doesn't want it. I'm sure they just want to tank at this point. Some scores of ongoing games right now. The Denver Nuggets are currently up 9 on the Sacramento Kings at the end of the first. Your leading scorer in that one, take a guess, it's Nikola Jokic, who has 9.7 rebounds, 7 assists at the end of the first. So he's most likely going to get a triple-double this game. He's already closing in on one at the end of the first. For the Kings, DeMar DeRozan has 9 on 3 of 5 shooting. The big difference right now, it seems to be 3-point. The Kings are 2 of 8 from 3, and the Nuggets are 4 of 9 from 3. So the little 8-point difference there, making all the difference right now. Moving over to the OKC and Dallas. OKC is down 10 to Dallas. Currently, the leading scorer for OKC is J-Dub, 6 of 12. Shea has 13 on 5 of 13 shooting. For Dallas, your leading scorer is actually a two-way tie between Kyrie Irving and PJ Washington. Both have 15. PJ Washington actually has a double-double with 15 and 12. So let's see. It'll be interesting to see if Dallas can hold on to that lead. OKC's been absolutely terrific, so they're definitely not out of this one yet. The Hawks and the Raptors are currently in a 4-point game, 111 to 107. Hawks up 4. The leading scorer for the Hawks is Bojan Bogdanovic. He has 21, followed by the Great Barrier Thief, Dyson Daniels, who has 20, and he's added 4 steals. Your leading scorer for Toronto right now, Scotty Barnes, has 19, followed by Grady Dick with 15. And of course, right now it's some inside the NBA. We're talking about Jimmy Butler. Yeah, so I think there's a couple of guys you could say got snubbed for all-star selection, but I'm overall okay with it. Obviously we talked Wemby earlier. I think you can argue that Wemby was snubbed for being an all-star starter. He has been that good that if he made it, I wouldn't have been mad. But maybe you can make an argument for someone like Anthony Davis as well. But personally, I don't mind the starters on either side. One other guy I want to shout out though. Shout out to and I hope he makes it. I think this might be the guy who gets left out. Darius Garland. Darius Garland has been absolutely fantastic for Cleveland, and I don't think he should have been an all-star starter. But I hope he does make the team. He absolutely deserves it. Yeah, Hawkins on that one on the back screen just completely loses Trent. I don't know what he was looking at, but well, he's looking at Giannis, so talking about how the Miami Heat don't look enthusiastic to be playing out there. I'm telling you right now, this game looks like it's starting to get out of hand. But Miami always plays Milwaukee very tough. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, Milwaukee's going to run away with this one quite yet. Because, anytime we face Miami, they fight. They scratch and they claw. And they always kind of, push us and at least make it a game till the end. But we did see them jump out to that big lead to start the game, but it's been all Milwaukee since then. I think we'll kind of see how this game goes at the beginning of the third. Got the Celtics Lakers, one of the oldest rivalries in sports. I'm looking forward. Probably going to watch that one. Let's say we're talking about a team in Boston that they look like they've taken a little step down from last year, but they've still been a great team. I think the big thing for Boston is just the 3-pointers and falling, at the same level it was last year for them. I think they have the same, very talented team. So I'm not going to sit here and say that the Celtics, aren't going to win the finals because they still very well could. But I think a big key to that Celtics right now is that 3-pointer that was so trusty for them just hasn't been falling at nearly the same rate as last year. In fact, it's been a lot worse. So we're just waiting for the second half of this game to start. Like I said, to recap that first half, Miami jumped out to a 20-5 lead, but then, Milwaukee took over and they ended that first half on a 6 points in 11 seconds from Damian Lillard. So I'm liking our chances here. We're just waiting for the second half of this game. For anybody that's just tuning in and doesn't know who I am, my name is Guardy3. I'm one half of the And One podcast. My co-host, Mo Betta. I call him the greatest co-host of all time, and I genuinely mean it. That man has taken a well-deserved vacation. So he'll be back next week. When it comes to Milwaukee right now, they're on a roll. I've always been a big Milwaukee Bucks fan. Been that way since I probably started watching Bucks basketball around 2008. The Milwaukee Bucks and Dirk Nowitzki really got me into basketball. I was a big Michael Redd fan. And, also just kind of was always infatuated by Dirk. So Dirk will always be one of my favorite players of all time. And then actually, in fact, I'm wearing the Dirk jersey right now. My favorite player of all time is quite obviously, I think at this point, it's got to be Giannis. He brought my team a title. So unfortunately, the past couple of years haven't been quite fortunate enough to make it back. It's funny, right? Because when we talk about the Bucks, everybody likes to talk about how lucky the Bucks were to win a title in 2021. Oh, KD got hurt. Not KD. Kyrie got hurt. James Harden got hurt. But luck is weird, right? Because they don't want to talk about how unlucky the Milwaukee Bucks have been since then. This is a Bucks team that, since that happened, have been insanely unlucky. We're talking in 2022, Chris Middleton slips and falls in the first round. Really hasn't been the same since. So we won it against the Celtics shorthanded. Drew Holiday turns in an absolutely terrible offensive performance that series, losing 7 to the Celtics. The next 2 years, it's just 2023, Giannis gets hurt in game 1, mixed with the hottest shooting you will ever see in your life from Miami. And people don't understand just how insane, Miami was shooting in that series. I gotta pull up. I don't like doing it, but I'll do it. So, so I have a friend who loves to pull up this graph to torture me, and it just genuinely shows just how insane Miami's shooting was that series, and I want to share that with you guys. Let's see, as I try to find that real quick. Milwaukee, that's a team that just had the most insane, maybe 3-point shooting series that you will ever see in your lifetime. There it is. So here we go. I it might sound like I'm complaining, right? Talking about the 2023 series against Miami, ironically. And it might sound like I'm making excuses, but when I tell you that they had the hottest shooting series and there really wasn't anything we could do about them doing that, we literally were in the sixth percentile in wide open threes. We weren't giving them wide open threes, but when they got wide open threes, 42%. Exactly what I'd expect. Now, wide open we weren't giving them. They got open threes. They were in the 93rd percentile in that. 43%. You know what? I can live with that. I expect a team like Miami to knock down their open and wide open threes. This is what I mean, though. This is the part that I say Miami got insanely hot, and there's not much we can do about it. Milwaukee was in the 100th percentile, 87th percentile in tightly contested threes. So we were getting out there and contesting threes. They were averaging 7 tightly contested threes a game, which they shot 51% for that series. Like, if we left them open, they knocked them down. But weirdly enough, if we contested the shot, they got even better. Duncan Robinson shot 75% from three for that series. Like, I promise you, I'm not even trying to make excuses. It's just the most insane 3-point shooting series you will ever see in your lifetime because contested or open, it didn't matter. Miami was money. So it looks like looks like the game's about to come back on. We're kind of showing off this last 10-second stretch from Miami. So all I want this postseason is Giannis and everybody to be healthy. Trailed by 15 at 5:47 in the first, outscored them 66-35 since. But yeah, I'm just hoping this year for Milwaukee, we get to the playoffs healthy and we stay healthy. Win, lose, or draw. All I want is for us to be healthy. I think if we're healthy, we have a chance against anybody. I think we can beat the Celtics, the Cavs. Why not? It won't be easy. Obviously, those are some insanely tough matchups. And honestly, a team like the Celtics or Cavs would be favored and rightfully so. But I have absolute faith we'd have the best player on the court. We work off Giannis, and there's a chance. Say Milwaukee got off to that insanely slow start, but they picked it up since. So here we go. Looks like we're about to lock in for the start of the third quarter. Here we go. Hero against Andre Jackson Jr. Jovic's going to try to take Dame off the dribble, kicks it to the corner. One more. Hero kicks it back to Duncan Robinson. Corner three. That's off. Bambus times the tip in, and Giannis throws it away. Yeah, really, really not a great decision there by Giannis. So Miami's going to get a redo here. Here we go. Hero. Oh, here comes Duncan. Another corner three won't go down. Say, here we go. Here we go. Dame kicks it back. Dame has the ball. Dumping it down to Brook Lopez. Good little nice pass to Ajax, who misses the push shot. Oh, here we go. Miami almost turns it over. Now they turn it over. Oh my goodness. Miami just playing very sloppy basketball. But so has Milwaukee to start this half. So here comes Dame getting downhill, and he turns it over, throws it right to Khalil Ware. Here comes Bam, who shovels it right down to Jovic, who turns the ball over. So here comes Torian Prince, And he's just going to pull it, and that's short. Bam, clears. Not a good stretch of basketball by either team right now. Just very sloppy play back and forth. Here comes Duncan. Looks like he wanted to shoot off that pin down, thought better of it. Bam, misses. Cleared by Giannis. Just a very sloppy first 2 minutes right now. Nobody scored. But here comes Dame Lillard. We're running Torian Prince off of a pin down. Kicks it back out to Brook, who's going to shoot the three. And he misses. Miami clears. We have not had any scoring in 2 minutes. Here comes Jovic, who kicks it out to Bam. They're going to give it to Hero. And Hero is off. So Giannis clears, and here we go. We have 9:40 to go. I think Giannis is going to put his head down, try to get to the basket. He's off. So here we go. Jovic is throwing it up. Ajax with the athletic play to stop the lob. So Ajax, if Ajax can figure out how to be a productive member of this Milwaukee Bucks offense, which he slowly put together the pieces throughout the years, he's wild. I love Ajax. I love what he brings. He's just got to become a more consistent offensive threat. Here we go. We double team Hero. Duncan sized one up. That's good. So Duncan Robinson scores the first basket of the second half. Brook and Ajax went to double Tyler Hero, and nobody was on Duncan Robinson, which they better be careful because that's all it. Oh, they called the reach, but they're going to say it was before the shot. I thought Dame had a 4-point play right there. Spo is furious. He is. If he gets teed up, I wouldn't be shocked. Say Pelle Larson in the game along with Bam, Khalil Ware, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. Here comes Giannis, who's going to shoot a midi. He's off. Ajax with the hustle to create a second chance three for Dame, who's off. And Andre Jackson almost created a third chance there. Just a bad lob attempt there. That never stood a chance with Brooks standing right there. So here comes Milwaukee. There goes Giannis. He finally gets on the board. 73-58 Bucks. Here comes Hero. Looks like they're going to run a little double staggered screen here. And nobody picked up on Khalil Ware. Brooks stepped up to take away the three-point shot, and nobody picked up Brooks, man. So Khalil Ware with a dunk. We're back down to 13. Here comes Giannis. Dame Lillard, he's going to get going downhill. Ajax kicks it to Torian Prince. That's good. Corner pocket. Bada bing, bada boom. 16-point game. So here comes Tyler Hero. He's going to try to take Ajax off the dribble. He got in the air, got caught, turns it over. Here comes Damian Lillard. And that's Damian Lillard drawing a foul. Andre Jackson Jr., he brings some much needed physical. He's physical, but more so much needed athleticism and youth to this team. He's just been an absolutely elite one-on-one defender as Damian Lillard almost loses it. That's going to be an offensive foul. Brook doesn't agree, but absolutely. Absolutely, that has to be called. Offensive foul on Brook Lopez. Brook make sure he's trying to throw his head back to draw a call. So here we go. Hero's trying to take Andre off the dribble. Looks like, Duncan tries the backdoor cut. Defended nicely. Haley Larson, that's off. Bam tries to corral it, but the second effort is successful because he forces it out on Giannis. So he will get the ball back. Down 16, 7:18 to go. Here you go. Duncan is off. That's what's killing them right now. They're getting good looks. They are absolutely getting these good looks from three, and they haven't been able to take advantage. Dame with a deep three. That's good. Damian Lillard has been terrific tonight, whether it's facilitating, but mainly his ability right now to score the basketball. He's drawing fouls. Just an absolutely terrific game so far from Dame time. So Damian Lillard, once again, just terrific down the stretch. So I'm looking forward to seeing how, the end of this one, that was kind of a killer for the Miami Heat. That they had definitely had their chance to come back there. The Milwaukee Bucks started off the game real slow. But once again, the Miami Heat just couldn't capitalize. And now, by the time they find a way to put the ball in the basket, so have Milwaukee. Dame Lillard has come alive, Giannis. So overall, this is a team that desperately needs a scoring punch. They need somebody, a consistent scorer in the half court. And I think they need to dump some, not only, obviously, Jimmy's gone, but I do think they need to dump somebody who's pretty much been the equivalent of dead weight in Terry Rozier. He has not been good for them. Anytime I hear, I don't even mind that he's been bad because it just reminds me of, I think it was Bill Simmons going, with Terry Rozier, you get 80% of Dame Lillard. And that was just so untrue when he said it. He wasn't even 80% of Dame Lillard during a down year last year, and he's not nowhere near 80% of Dame Lillard. So, just waiting for game time to come back. This game time has turned into Dame time this last couple minutes. Dame ended the second quarter really strong, and now here he goes. And then another guy who people would argue that might be a snub for an all-star starter, by the way. Anthony Edwards is not an all-star starter. I think I would make the argument that Anthony Edwards should very well be in. And obviously fan vote and popularity is huge in these sort of things. But I think Anthony Edwards has had a better year so far than Steph Curry. So I think maybe Wemby and M are two that you can say got snubbed. And when it comes down to the East side of things, I think you can make two arguments. Cade Cunningham, but I think you can make an argument for him. I would listen to it, but I don't think he should be in over any of the starters. And it's the same situation with LaMelo Ball. I would listen to an argument for LaMelo, and I think he will be there. And I think his game is perfectly equates to kind of entertaining basketball in an all-star format. But I don't think he should be in over any of the real, the actual guys that made it. So here we go. Little handoff action. Where to Larson. Ooh, Khalil Ware with the nice finish. Very athletic, getting it around Giannis. This is a 17-point game with 6.5 to go. Here comes Dame time. Handoff to Ajax, who's going to give it to Giannis. There go, little handoff between Dame and Giannis. Dame getting downhill, throws up a lob. What an athletic play! Giannis drops the hammer. Whoo! Wow, that was just insane athleticism. Larson's shot's going to be short. Here comes Ajax, gives it to Dame. Dame with the bomb. That's off. Oh, that was a late call. Oh, Giannis got hit in the head. He's down. That was really late. Bam is mad. Let's see. Okay, well, I was gonna say they called that late. So here we go. It is actually will be Milwaukee's ball. Here we go. Inbounds the Torian Prince, little 17-footer off but short, but he gets it back, and the layup is off. So here we go. Corner three. Larson off. Bam with another offensive rebound. Here comes Andre Jackson Jr. Gives it to Giannis. Gives it to Ajax. Ajax with the corner three. Off. Missed that really badly. Ooh. No bueno. No bueno. Oop. That's another second chance point. Kel'el Ware's going to size this one up. That's good. Good hit by Kel'el Ware. Like I said, I'm a Bucks fan, but I'm an NBA fan. And as Damian's going to get going downhill to the basket, that's good. But I got to say, I love the young rookies game. Miami got an absolute steal in Kel'el Ware. Here we go. Little floater action. That's going to be off. So the Bucks have a chance to make this a 20-point game. Oh, that was almost a highlight, but Giannis couldn't finish the flush. I think the big thing right now with Andre Jackson I'd like to see is just him be more aggressive. I think he underestimates just how much bigger and athletic and physical he is than a lot of these guys. And if he can just learn to use his size and just take it to the rim more and just be more aggressive, that would be great. Here we go. We're going to dump it down to Bam, who's going to face up on Giannis. He's going to go at him. And it is blocked by Giannis. Here he comes. He's going to go downhill. He's going to take it inside, off. He's going to get his own rebound. He's going to get fouled by Jaquez down low. I would say I don't like Bam just trying to go directly at Giannis. Bam is having a really down scoring year. And him just trying to ISO and go directly at Giannis just seems like a waste of an offensive possession. You're talking to... So, yeah, Van Gundy is right when we're talking about the development of Giannis. Jason Kidd was huge in that. Really kind of developed his playmaking skills, played him at point, kind of really advanced his playmaking, which has just grown and grown over the years. And a big part of that got started with Jason Kidd when he was the coach. I don't think Jason Kidd was a good coach, but in terms of player development, when it comes to Giannis, he was absolutely crucial. So here we go. Jaquez is going to try to take Prince. Here we go, off the dribble, and a little hook shot, and off. Prince clears. Here comes Dame. Here we go. Dame's going to get all the way to the basket, up and in. So it is a 21-point game, 86-65. So here we go. Bam's going to kick it to Duncan. So he's going to set the screen. Bam kicks it out to Jovic, who's going to take the open three. That's off. Bobby Portis clears, but he loses it. But he gets it. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Okay. I thought he saved it for a second, but he stepped out of bounds. So, once again, we have a 21-point game, a little under 3.5 to go in the third. It's going to be Miami ball, side out of bounds. Here comes Ryan Rollins and Pat Connaughton. So, here we go. Bam Adebayo. We're going to give it right back to Duncan Robinson. Throws up the lob. Good one. That was a little good two-man game right there. Going to make it a 19-point game. A lob from Robinson to Adebayo. So here comes Rollins. Giannis sets a screen, forces a switch. We're going to give it to Giannis, who's going to... Here we go. Let him get comfortable. Oh, a little peel switch on the back. Great behind the back pass before the defense could recover. Rollins for a corner three is good. The Miami Heat tried to do a little peel switch in the back, and Bam switched on to Giannis. But the problem is they weren't able to switch back to Rollins in a quick enough fashion. That's way off. You know, here we go. Rollins, he kicks it over to Pat Connaughton. Give it down to Giannis, who patiently waited for the double. Kicks it out to Trent. That's good. 92 to 67. It looks like the route is on. You know, the biggest myth that came out of, this Team USA run is, and this got me too, is I thought there was this potential of Bam Adebayo extending his range. We're talking about a guy who I thought could at least shoot well enough from the corners to provide spacing for this offense. Just hasn't happened. That hasn't shown up at all. He has been abysmal from three. And if I'm the Heat, I'm probably going away from that. That's just not his game. And I'm not sure if that'll ever be his game, and that's okay. Let's see what Bam Adebayo. By the way, I want to shout out. So I want to shout out the site that I use to collect these stats. It's called Court Sketch. It's made by a guy. His name is Gabe. Otherwise, it's called, his Twitter handle is Gabe the Brain. He made this site and it has pretty much every basketball stat that you'd probably ever want. And not only that, it goes back, right? He has a shot graph map where, it'll show you the shooting chart for pretty much every single player you can think of in the NBA. That goes all the way back to 1997. Some of the graphs only go back to only go back to 2014, and some graphs will go back to 2001. It's really trial and error. He actually has a whole manual on which graphs go back, how far, and whatnot. But if you're looking for a site with great basketball stats and just in general, not only current stats, but just historical stats, check out NBA Visuals, man. Most of it is free, and to completely access the site, it's only a $5 a month subscription. So if you're a hoops head and you got $5 to blow, definitely check it out. Give the man a chance, and I promise you it is absolutely worth it. Here we go, and I'm looking right now. Bam Adebayo on wide open threes. 28%. Open threes, 26%, 14% on tight threes. Once again, that's just not his shot. They got to figure something out. So I'm looking forward to seeing I'm looking forward to seeing how, both of these teams progress throughout the season. Obviously, with Miami, more so interested to see what happens with, Jimmy Butler, and also what leaps do these young guys take? What leaps does Khalil Ware take? Because he's already making strides in his game, and I want to see if that continues. Would love to see if Bam can kind of figure out what's going on offensively, if they can find a way to make him more comfortable. I think there's a lot of young talent on here that it's going to be interesting. Like what's the development of Hawkes look like? And Duncan sets a screen. Oh, good, nice. They got Jovic rolling downhill. Bam caught the Bucks ball watching, snuck back door for the lob. So here we go. Here comes Rollins. He's going to give it to, Giannis. Good, nice way to corral it. Looks like they're going to give it down to Bobby. Bobby against Jovic. Little post fade, and that's good. Bobby Portis, 94-69. So here we go. Let's see if Miami can answer back. Duncan swings it to Jovic, who swings it to Hayward Highsmith. Hawkes in the corner, who loses it. Pat Connaughton comes up with it. Here we go. Here comes Giannis. He wants to get going downhill. Swings it to Connaughton, to Portis. Wide open corner three, but that's off. So a minute to go. It's a 94-69 game. Highsmith kicks it to Robinson in the corner. Gets going downhill. Pass is tipped by Pat. That was actually a great read by Pat. So here we go. All right, here we go. Hayward Highsmith is going to be the inbounder. Never mind. Fake me out. Now Terry Rozier is going to inbound. So here we go. We get inbounds at the Hawkes, who's going to try to take it downhill. Passes it out. Kicks it to Jovic for the open three. That's good. 94-72. 47 seconds to go. Here comes Giannis. Here we go. We got Pat setting a screen to let Giannis get downhill. Gives it to Bobby underneath. Good pass to Rollins in the corner. That's off. Bobby tries to tip it out to a teammate. Instead, it goes to Highsmith. He's going to kick it to Hawkes. Ball fake gets Pat up in the air. And he's going to go to the line for two. So, as of right now, currently the Lakers Celtics have started as well. They're on True TV. But once this game is over, they will be switching over to TNT. It's a 5-3 with 9:58. Lakers are up 2. So that game's just getting underway. As Hawkes is going to try to hit a second free throw here to make this a 20-point game. That's right. Say Spurs Pacers have a second game in Paris. So here we go. Here comes Giannis. 21 seconds left in the quarter. Here we go. It's Giannis directing traffic. Got to clear Bobby out of the way. Here we go. Gary Trent sets a screen, getting Hawkes on Giannis. Oh, Gary Trent. Oh, he gets rimmed, but that doesn't go. So, end of the third quarter. It is Milwaukee Bucks 94, Miami Heat 74. I don't see if Miami doesn't make a run quick here, I don't see the Milwaukee starters staying out there for very long. In fact, if I'm the Bucks, I would maybe start without Giannis or Dame on the court, and if we can make a little run, then take the other one off. But I don't think we need both of them out there at this point. Plus, Ryan Rollins has been playing exceptional tonight. And that's a guy that I think he's been doing good for us all season. Unfortunately, he had a game with 5 steals, and he suffered from left shoulder instability. And the thing with the Bucks, and the theme why I think they've turned it around, is they refuse to stick with the status quo. This is a team that had an over-reliance on older talent last year, right? We're talking about guys like Danilo Gallinari, Pat Bev, who, by the way, I thought Pat Bev was good for us, but now this year, when these older guys have struggled, we're throwing the young guys out there. And so far, it's been proven to be a good choice. AJ Green, otherwise known as Derry Bird, he's going to be part of the All-Star Weekend festivities. We're talking about the All-Star three-point shooting contest. And overall, he's been one of the best three-point shooters in the league, and he's very physical, and he's been really fighting on defense. So he's absolutely hasn't been a liability on that end. So when we're Andre Jackson, just an elite one-on-one defender, he's been terrific. He's very athletic. He's also going to be part of All-Star Weekend in the dunk contest. I think we're going to see two more. Well, obviously we have Giannis for the All-Star game. I would not be shocked if Dame also made the All-Star game. So we very well could see 4 Bucks in the All-Star Weekend festivities. If I'm the NBA, I think, that's great. I can't wait to see how the rest of the festivities fill out. And if I'm the NBA, listen, we all know last year the big event was Steph Curry versus Sabrina Ionescu in a three-point shooting contest. I would replicate that. I would try it again. Listen, I'm all for bringing in some WNBA talent to be part of the skills competition to the three-point contest. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a fun twist. And, Sabrina showed that, she can compete. She did very good last year. Here you go. So 15-11 right now. Lakers are up on the Celtics. Doing a little play-by-play. Actually, now 15-13. Kristaps Porzingis just dunked it. Oh, so what they did was the game was so uncompetitive for Bucks and Heat, they just switched it. They switched it. Now we're up to Lakers and Celtics. So on that note, I think I'm going to hop off for the night. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. It looks like the Milwaukee Bucks are going to win this one, or at least TNT thinks so, because they just switched games in the middle of it. So, everybody, I appreciate you guys tuning in to my watch along. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you for tuning in to the And One podcast. If you like our content, you can find more on the Wire to Wire Podcast Network on YouTube, Facebook, and Spotify. Want more And One? Find it on Wire to Wire. Like and share our Facebook page and join the And One Discord. Grab the link to join from our Facebook. Thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day.